turn. Forget the bridge we don't build this time, I let them all burn. They try to count me out.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the New York Jets. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's going to be caught by C.J. Board. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Kaepernick. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? You're able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Going jet sweep. Here's Campbell. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
And Carl Lawson signed with the New York Jets in March of 2021 after 5.5 sacks with Cincinnati in the 2020 season. He was a 3-down player for the first time in his career last year. Now he gets to work with new Jets head coach Robert Saleh, hoping to double those numbers and getting the quarterback on the ground.
They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided there's a time to be aggressive. Now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one. And look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. Now this one complete on the slant route. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. Wilson. Out to the flat here for Johnson. Touchdown, Jets. Ty Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. 5-3 their record at the halfway point, and you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them, and number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch.
Touchdown, Indianapolis! Jonathan Taylor, 79 yards. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Open man left side, that's the tight end Herndon. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Out right here to Herndon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 19. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16. And another first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Ty Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And coming off a 1-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready?
And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Kaepernick. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Landry again, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw, Kaepernick. His throw incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks.
Touchdown! Jack Doyle, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. Open man is Denzel Mims. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Throwing is Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time, but it's going to be second down. To throw is Wilson. Flush to his right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Now Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. It's T.J. Carey who picked it. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On the draw is Taylor. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. To throw is Kaepernick. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts have tied things up. They can take the lead with the extra point. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 155 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. First and 10, Taylor now. Running right through it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now a give to Taylor, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Now Kaepernick. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Blankenship's kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. All things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. Herndon's got it complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. There's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. 2nd and 10 now. Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. And it's 3rd down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Now it's Wilson. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Runs over it. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 176 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Throwing now is Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Oh, good move. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Flush to his right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got him bumped down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Now, that's all about making something happen as a quarterback because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. C.J. Board, his second touchdown of the night. And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Taylor's got the first down and more. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. My goodness, 232 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Kaepernick. And that's caught by the tight end, Granson. A gain of 6 there on first. Well, a clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Blankenship's kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Cameron Curl with the tackle that time. From the 27th, Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Rock Wheeler, for the 4th field goal.